I'm Charlie Lowrie from the Willamette Valley in Oregon. Yeah, I've been working with glass for about 13 years and began traveling the world and exposing myself to great masters.
In our studio at the factory, our goal is to rent out time to all artists that are interested in using our studio to create their works of art.
I lived on Big Island for almost a year as an artist in residence, so I know what it does for my psyche, I know what it does for my body, and I know what it does for my work. It pushes me into the next level where I really belong.
What we call these people are artists in residence. Artists that come in to rent our studio have certain projects in mind. We provide facility to create those projects.
I'm connected to the ocean, I'm connected to the sea life, but the spirit of our human existence and our niche within this is what I'm looking to recreate or create in glass as reminders to the rest of us.
We allow imagination to be the only limiting factor in any artist's dream. We consider all of our renters artists in residence.
That's what these islands mean to me. That's what this lush, plentiful bounty means to me.
Our team at the factory is composed of our friends and family.
Basically what we're doing here is a large flattened base. This bottom foot will be made out of clear. I'll draw it from the mass of the original gather. We'll cut out the moon shape for the top part. This is actually symbolizing the crescent state that the moon is in right now. And to symbolize kind of like the two female and male entities, and they're going to come together and verge in the middle. Inside colors are swirled orange, opaque orange with transparent oranges, and yellow, which will go vertical through the piece like wood grain. And then we're going to put a transparent purple and transparent red wrap that the lines will go horizontally, crisscrossing. And just, those are, you know, kind of lava sunset colors.
When we have certain pieces that we're going to make, a lot of the times a crowd will gather. Certain times we'll invite a crowd. We enjoy the performance of making a piece of glass. To us, it's a show.
I twisted the color, and then I switched it, and then we'll overlay that. It should be cool.
We've known each other for a lot of years. We have a long history with each other. We all work together. We eat together at night. We enjoy discussing glass and everything about it. All of our free time is consumed by being with each other and getting inspired by each other for the next project.
It really wants to go out that one side, or is it just seemingly because of heat?
We inspire each other every day about all kinds of different things. How we do our garden.
A little of both. No problem, I'll flatten it on that side. I'm a trained professional. Okay, well, life is as life does.
How we cook our food, how we host friends and family that are coming to visit.
Blow.
A lot of us also act as cheerleaders for each other.
A little harder. Stop. Renan, you're going to help me turn right like this, keeping it nice and even when I do this wrap. Randy, go ahead and heat. Randy, come from behind, level. Sag, flip, stick.
As we create these pieces, every piece is a product of this team working together. And it represents our time together.
Turn, Renan. Nice and easy.
Certain viewers might view the piece with a certain meaning, but when I view the piece, I remember that time that we had together. We're using our studio as a forum for ideas, as a forum for people to bring ideas and then create them, whether it be in glass, in painting, in a mixed media way. The whole gathering of the crowd thing and the whole bringing of people together and watching this piece being made, that's the one time that we can all really witness this go on.
So that smears it out.
Now, with the advent of this video production, we're able to show you, the viewer, the actual piece being made. And then after the piece sits on the gallery floor, you're able to view what the piece is about. History of glass goes back well over 4,000 years. I've seen pieces at the Corning Glass Museum from 2000 BC that are at the museum now.
Blow a little bit.
It's a long timeline. My favorite part of the timeline of the history in glass is as Dale Chihuly created the Pilchuck Glass School in Washington.
All right, let's do this.
He's the one who brought the Italians over with the main trade secrets and opened it up to this quote-unquote studio glass movement that's happening today. Until recently, the end of the 1960s, the beginning of the 1970s, people did glass in a factory setting. It was the hippies and the travelers and the artists in America that brought glass home.
Okay, blow just a little.
It was a guy named Harvey Littleton and Dominic Labino back in the day in Ohio brought glass blowing to their house. They built a haphazard furnace and pulled pieces out and created art. That was the beginning of being able to bring it home and do it at home.
I'm not going to blow this because I'm going to gather. Good job, ladies. Beautiful. That's good. 2, Renan. Pull it back. Spread your hands. Come on, let's really be on track of our reverses. Let me out. Yeah.
After that, Dale Chihuly, who was going to Rhode Island School of Design, heard about this, started doing it at Rhode Island. He visited a school in Maine called the Haystack Mountain School. And that is a small island out in Maine, and they create beautiful works of glass there. They have a great glass school there. And he tried to emulate that in Washington with the Pilchuck Glass School. And all this wraps up the advent of being able to do this stuff at home, and now we're able to bring this kind of technology onto Maui and bring it to people here in this kind of zone.
Stop turning a second. It's still moving a touch, huh?
Being in Hawaii really inspires the artists greatly. We're able to go outside and take in all kinds of shapes, colors, definition, and bring it back to the studio. It's going to take time for artists to really understand what they're taking in.
Stay level. Back. Okay, looking real good. Up a little now. Up. Center. Back. Stay up.
Just being here for a little while and then creating your visions in glass, you know, it's just almost overwhelming. The islands mean different things to different artists. Being able to be on the island of Maui and take in the beauty and the inspiration around you, it allows you to just be a lot more creative in the process of making glass. We're able to take in different shapes, forms, definition that's on the outside, right here in our environment, and walk in and create it. You get this anywhere you are, but I feel that Hawaii and the ties to the culture and the ties to the land is so right on. I feel that it's overwhelming how much there is to do here.
Help her turn. I want out. Open.
From watching the sunrise to exploring the waterfalls.
You got it, right here. Help turn.
Getting down in the different bays and the ocean that's around the island.
Back. Center of the bottom.
Every day that we
stretch,
drive around or do our hikes, it's just something different. There's from the colors of the bamboo to the sky to the colors of the water.
Stop blowing. Coming out.
And the live coral beneath.
Level. Jay, short heat.
But when the sun's coming up, to be in the water, floating around with each other, hanging out and chit-chatting.
Yes.
And look underneath you and the sea turtle is swimming directly underneath you. It's an incredible feeling.